welcome back to Paragon Ridge Ranch. I'm Chrissy and thank you so much for joining us. We are about 14 weeks away from our last frost date, which is April 4th in the Tulsa area. So there's lots to do between now and the next 14 weeks. This week I should, and I'm planning on it, start getting some seedlings going, get some compost, my flats, get my lights set up in the shop. I was hoping to have my greenhouse by now, but I don't think it's gonna happen. It's still gonna happen, I just don't know when. So we're gonna just progress like we would normally going into spring of 2021. So right now is time to clean out your gardens. I have raised bed gardens, so we're gonna clean out the raised bed garden. It's about time to flip all your compost if you haven't already. It's a beautiful day and the sun is about to go down. I've been busy all day, so now I'm gonna start by trying to collect a little bit more marigolds and okra before I start really cooking. One of the ways that I harvest my okra seeds is like this. I get a bucket, I take the okra, I break it over inside so it still hangs from the limb. You can see the bottom starts to split. So you can just open up the bottom and the seeds, they just fall out. Look, they just fall out everywhere. See that? Each of these is like a little sleeve shelf of seeds. Watch. See? Isn't that cool? And there's the seeds. The sky is so pretty tonight. That moon. Isn't that crazy? That's so awesome. Well, it is about 14 weeks before the last frost date. And here in the Tulsa area, the last frost date is April 4th. What we're looking for is kind of preparing, getting our garden and our beds ready, our tools, maybe replenishing some of our seeds, because if we all remember last year with the pandemic, it was pretty hard to find seeds. I know that Baker's Creek was getting sold out and my Gardener was sold out and many other, I'm not sure about Haas Tool, but I know many other catalogs and online ordering systems were all sold out. I know that one of my goals this week is to get new tools. I seem to always buy the cheap stuff and don't really invest in the good stuff. So when I do go to Dollar General and I find a nice rake, within a month or so, the actual rake part comes off the pole and there's nothing I could do about it. We do have plenty of shovels. It's just my rake and then my little hand tools, my hand gardening tools. Generally, I buy the cheaper ones and they just break. So I am going to try to look and find the best ones. If you guys have any suggestions, comment below. Let me know what you love. Let me know where you got it from. I would love to have suggestions. I've been trying to save my money and now I got a little bit of money for Christmas that I could try and find new garden tools for Mama. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited about it. So yeah, comment below and let me know what your favorite tool is and where you got it. I cannot wait to see what everybody uses. The next thing to think about is like your pH and your alkalinity in your soil. If your soil's all ready to go for planting, which is gonna be probably 3 months or so before you can at least start planting outside in the ground. I use this little mechanism that has a pH level scale and a humidity level scale, and it has 2 probes that are made out of metal and they go down in the ground. It also tells you the lightness or darkness of the soil, and then it has a little measuring compass that tells you exactly what it is. So then you can make amendments to your soil and make it exactly what you need for that specific vegetable or fruit. If you are like me, I'm getting excited. I've got to clean out the barn. I have an area set up with my grow lights And these grow lights are awesome. I actually got them, they're garage lights from Walmart, and they have such a high amount of Kelvin that they did so awesome last year whenever I used them in there to start growing some seeds. So I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna get that cleaned up, and I cannot wait to share that with you. But you can start growing stuff now. I know it's 2 days after Christmas, but you could do all your herbs. Dill, cilantro, celery, collard green, cauliflower, broccoli, kohlrabi, and even cabbage can be started. Some other things that you could start right now would be kale, cabbage, peas, radish, arugula, carrots, any kind of lettuce or Swiss chard. Even if you don't have a warm area like a barn or a garage for your germination, some things germinate in really low rates. Peas can withstand 28 degrees. At about 20 degrees, they get damaged, but you can even do spinach. That can get as low as 15 degrees Fahrenheit and still be fine. Snow helps insulate them, so if it even snows on them, if you put them outside, that still work. You can get a cold frame if you wanted to start building one before your spring projects start, kind of do a winter project. A cold frame would be really cool to start some right now. Let's talk about seeds. I just went through all the seeds because I had the Save a Pack seed share that you, I'm sure, have all seen that. If not, I'll put the video right up here. That was so exciting. So I have a lot of seeds. What I don't have a lot of, and if you all want to help me and donate some or mail me some, that would be awesome. I don't have a lot of tomato seeds. I had trouble last year growing tomatoes, and then I had to restart 2 or 3 times. And I didn't get any peppers because I had to restart my peppers a few times also due to them dying outside because it would be warm and I'd put them out and then it would be cold. And I just couldn't keep them regulated. They'd grow so big, and then I would take them out from the grow area and then transplant them, and then they would die. I couldn't do it. This year, I'm gonna grow more of what we eat instead of what I wanna have because I'm excited. So I'm gonna be growing tomatoes, peppers of all kinds, some hot peppers, but not a lot. I'm gonna grow okra again, even though I didn't cook anything with them. I have tons of seeds, and Jeremy really enjoys them. So I wanna make sure that I grow okra and see maybe how to pickle it. I saw another YouTube did a tomato soup base, and she canned that, so I would kind of love to do that. Otherwise, carrots didn't do very good. Peas and beans did okay, but it didn't really make enough. So I'm definitely gonna do some more peas and beans. I kind of ate too many right off the vine and never really got to bring them in. I did potatoes, but I never went and harvested them, so they're still out there in the bucket. Potatoes are easy. You spend $3 at the store, 3-pound bag, and you're fine. So I just was lazy when it came to that. I do want to do an herb garden. I do want to have more oregano, more basil, and I do want to harvest that and use it more on the homestead, maybe make my own pesto. If you guys have any like really great suggestions on seeds that I should start, I would love to hear from you, and I'll try my hardest to get what you say that I should get, and then we can kind of monitor them over all the weeks leading up to planting, and then also after they go in the ground outside for our spring 21 gardening. So that's just some things that I'm going to be working on this week, 14 weeks before the last frost date. So if you have any questions, comment below. Tell me what your favorite seeds are. Tell me what your favorite canning recipes are and why you grow certain vegetables and fruits. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining us. Please hit that subscribe button. And if you can, hit the little dingle bell. It'd be so helpful. That will alert every single time that we put up a new video or go live. So you can stay in touch with us, see what we're doing on the homestead for all of our gardening for this year. And thank you so much for joining us. Bye-bye.